someone who loves to coach, who loves volleyball, the experience in the Italian league is wonderful, I think, because the sport is viewed at a high level in Italy. The media, television, newspapers are interested. The spectators they're knowledgeable. They know the game. They're very passionate about their team. The experience for me was wonderful. Of course, the years I was there, there were some very successful companies who were very interested in volleyball, and so the resources were great. This was a time in Italy with wonderful level for the national team, but also most of the best players from other countries were playing in Italy. Some of the best coaches from other countries were coaching. So the challenge was I think wonderful for someone who loves to coach. Bebeto was there from Brazil. Christensen from Sweden, yeah, and players from the best players from almost every country. And so every time you're preparing for a match, it's like an international match. And so for my wife and I, it was a great experience. And for me professionally, it was a great experience. I loved it. I think it's something we have to do in the United States to develop a professional league. I don't think I'm going to be happy until we can do that in the job I have now, until we can make volleyball more professional and commercially successful in the United States. For sure, the game is a completely different game today. Very fast. For men, of course, the rallies are not very long. The serve is a very significant part of the game. Maybe a little bit too significant. I'm not sure. I would be happier if we had more of a balance in the priority of the skills, so that blocking, digging, setting, serving were more equal in the value to the team. But the most important part for me that's missing today is the rally in the game. I don't care who wins the rally, so I don't think it's a problem of balance, offense and defense, just too short. And so when the ball doesn't cross the net, the spectators, the spectacularity of the game, and the interest for television, I think, goes down. And I think we have to try some new rules, some new ideas to change the character of the game a little bit, so that the rallies can go up and volley can become more of a part of volleyball and not so much power. For sure, for the men, the serve and the 3-meter attack, we could try to make a landing instead of takeoff line. Maybe that's one idea. I don't think we know what the result will be until we make a real serious test. Maybe we can eliminate the open hand play, so it's not possible to tip the ball open hand. The player must hit the ball, or like the beach game, so it's not possible to throw the ball, even for the setter when the setter is front line. Maybe it's possible to let the blockers block everything, even the set. So when the setter is trying to set very close to the net, the blocker can reach over. And so the team must receive off the net a little bit. I don't know. One idea is very interesting to me, that maybe the first attack after reception must be from the second line. It sounds a little bit crazy, but I would like to test and see if it changes the rally. Because for me, the organization of the team to win the long rally is the most important part of the character of our sport. And so I want to have a goal that maybe the ball must cross 3 times. We need to try to reach this level, especially for men. The second part for me that is a little bit of a problem is that our the match duration is quite short. 2 days ago in Japan, all 3 games were just 1 hour with very good teams, maybe the 6 best teams at the World Cup. And for women, where generally the rally is a little bit longer. So all 3, just 1 hour. I think 1 hour and 3 minutes, 1 hour 5. When the duration of the game is short, the result can be more random. And so the best team maybe doesn't win every time. I think this is a problem for the consistency of the presentation of our sport when we are fighting with soccer, football, team handball, American baseball, basketball. They play for longer, and they create the interest of the spectators for a longer duration than volleyball right now. And so I'm a little bit concerned about this for the future. I would like to create some commission in FIVB that studies the future of the game, and just to present ideas. We don't have to try all of them, but if we can get some coaches and some players and some administrating people together to talk about competition, I think it would be a very good thing for us. And in many of the professional sports in the United States, we have this kind of a group, always thinking about the future of the game. So, and for sure we should have some sponsors and some television people also, because they're very important for the presentation of our sport to the public. I'm very impressed with Italian women's team. It's a complete team. All parts of the game, I think, at a very high level. And to go through the World Cup, 11 matches, only lose 2 sets, maybe is almost never happens before, I think. And so this team has a completely different mentality now, I think. And for sure, they're one of the favorites now for Beijing. I agree with you that Brazil has some very special talent, and they can for sure reach this level also, and it's just to find the style that's good for them to play always at the same level. You know, the pressure on the team from Brazil and the team from Italy is different than some other countries, because volleyball is examined and very under the microscope in these countries more than some others. You know, for us, it's a better situation in the United States, because if we have success, it's great, and inside the federation we're very happy, and the families, but generally the media isn't aware like in Italy or Brazil. And so I understand the position of the coach in these countries. It is completely different. But I think women's volleyball is changing a lot, because more countries are playing at the high level. And for sure in Beijing, China, I hope USA, Brazil, Italy, probably Russia, and maybe some other European countries can challenge for a medal. And it's maybe the first time so many teams have the real possibility to play at this high level. It's great for our sport, I think. Yeah, it's great. I like very much this blog from Andrea Zorzi. I think it's fantastic for the real volleyball fans to see a different position, different ideas about what happens at the tournaments. So, ciao, goodbye to everyone.